to say it.
Well, now I have the easy recipes. But they're also family faves. I know this is one of mine. I love this one.
No, I know. It's very... Okay.
Okay. All right.
Tell me when we should start.
I'm good. We
Okay.
can go. Hello, welcome to Cooking with Mike. Today I have another special guest, my Aunt Cathy. And so what are we making? You kind of did this, right?
We are doing, this is called killer potatoes. It's a very easy recipe and you can make it your own. That's the best thing about this.
As you'll find, most of these recipes, yeah, you could do what you need. So hang out. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi. So now we're going to do a recipe called, this is actually called killer potatoes. And here's the recipe, and again, I'm not going to do it exactly this way, but I like to show the recipe and then you can kind of do it however you want, up to your choice. The great thing about this recipe, you can assemble it a day ahead, a night, 2 days ahead, and not cook it, and then just put it in the fridge. Mm-hmm. And then once it's cooked, you can also put it into your crock pot. And it sits nicely in a crock pot for the whole day. So it's really versatile. What I do is the diced hash browns. There's some that have onions and peppers, but I like just the plain
basic
hash browns.
Yeah.
And this is a 2-pound bag. And the other trick I've learned is these were frozen, but I put them into the fridge because it makes it easier. I put it in the fridge for a couple hours because it makes it easier for stirring. And that's the only
makes sense,
reason.
yeah.
Because you start putting everything cold on top of here, and it just makes it hard to stir it.
Back to the puppy chow, it's like a clumpy.
Yes.
They clump.
Yes. And you don't want it clumpy. The other thing you want to do, so that was 2 pounds of the frozen potatoes, and this is 8 ounces of cream cheese. And again, I've had it sitting out, softening.
So this is just room temp.
Room temp. So we're going to put that in there. Next thing, which is not on the list, is garlic. I know I'm getting grief. I'm Italian. I still use it. I know my grandparents are rolling in their grave. So again, personal preference.
A lot of people, it's funny, a lot of people have used this but I think, it is what it is.
I agree.
It is what it is.
You know what? I'm not going to shy away from it. I do it.
Yeah.
So I put a big teaspoonful, and again, your choice.
Yeah.
Your choice. You want more garlic, less garlic, you don't want the garlic, your choice.
Don't do it. Yep.
And then what we're going to do is about a cup of sour cream, and I just kind of eyeball it, about a cup. Mm-hmm. And there we go with that.
Yes.
Now the recipe calls for 1 can of cream of chicken and 1 can of cream of celery. I usually use the cream of celery, 2 cans, because number one, we have a lot of vegetarians in our family, and I don't know, cream of chicken, like what kind of chicken is in here, it kind of grosses me out, just in general, but hey, personal preference. You can also use cream of mushroom, cream of pretty much anything, a cream of something. Some people don't like mushrooms, so I just kind of stick with the cream of celery, 2 cans. And we've already washed off the tops. As we were discussing, they get kind of gross.
Yes, that's up to you. We wash them. I think that's, for health reasons, probably the best way to go.
Yeah, and I'm just going to scoop this all into here. And as you can see, this recipe comes together very quickly and very easily.
So this is kind of a one-potter.
It's definitely a one-potter. And the best thing you can ever have is one of these big mixing bowls. Mm-hmm. They come in so handy for everything.
Yeah.
Love them. Okay, so we're just going to take that out. And again, whatever cream of you want to use. And there's also, now they have low sodium. They have so many choices now. Low sodium, low this, low that. Okay, so there's our cream. 2 cans of cream of celery. And then you need 2 cups of shredded cheese. Again, I'm going to get grief because I didn't shred my own cheese, but
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm just gonna do
It's ways so people know what are enhancers. You can do your own cheese blends, or if you're going quick.
Yes, you can just pick this up.
Clearly, yeah, people sell a lot of this cheese because it's easier sometimes. So it's like,
why not?
So be it.
And I'm using sharp. That's kind of a personal preference because I like a little cheese flavor into it. So I'm just going to dump that in. And then another thing that surprisingly is not on the list is pepper.
Oh.
Now I don't put any salt in here because the soup,
there's usually enough
cheese, but I do like pepper. So I just put, again, personal preference. Do what you want. You don't want the pepper, don't do it. Now the recipe calls for a diced onion. And I think some of the kids didn't like onions, so I kept the onion out. You can put in a diced onion. You can put in onion powder. You can put garlic powder. You can obviously do whatever
shallots,
you might like.
You can do
shallots.
whatever.
That would be nice. Yeah. And you could even fry them up a little bit and give them another layer of flavor into here and do that. But I just don't. Okay, I like pepper.
That's fine.
So there we go.
Yeah, that would be my choice. I would probably take a shallot, fry it up, and then toss it in.
That would give you a really nice taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, it just because,
Ease.
Yes.
Ease, and you're doing this, a lot of this time, this is for family parties. So we're trying to get it for as many people as possible to enjoy.
Right.
Versus alienate. So, yeah.
Yes. And so with the onions, that kind of I think that's originally why I didn't put them in. And then I've just started making it without the onions.
Because even the crispy onions would be like a nice...
You know what? So on top of here, which I never do, as you know, you're supposed to put it in the dish, and then you're supposed to take a stick of butter and then smashed cornflakes and put it on top.
Cornflakes, yeah.
And I never have done that because to me that's just weird. A lot of people do that with mac and cheese. To me it's just weird, but personal preference.
Yeah, it's whatever you like.
But the crispy onions on top, now that would be game changer. That would be awesome.
Well, plus the problem with it, I guess if you're cooking it, that's where something you need it right out of the oven, because otherwise then you're dealing with mushy, and then it's then you have mushy cornflakes on top of your...
You're right.
But because adding the crunch, I could see that. Adding crunch on this is great, because in general, I always love doing that with my potatoes, is getting that, making half side is browned or whatever.
Yeah, which does add another layer of flavor. That is a great idea to do the onions, though. That would be really awesome.
Uh-oh.
Love that tip. So as you see, this is pretty much... We're good.
That's it.
We're good. This is pretty much just incorporated, and that's why you want to have the potatoes unfrozen. Again, you can double this, but again, it's the stirring, and it's very difficult to stir 4 pounds of potatoes and cream cheese. You really have to do a single batch and then single batch.
Well, and then you got to worry about how big of a pan you have too, right?
Right. Or holding this bowl while you're dumping in. It's just... hey, you want to do it, go right ahead.
Yes.
This is perfectly easy to double, triple, whatever you want to do. And I just have a 9x13 dish, and I just spray it a little because...
I'll spray.
Yeah, just because I just don't I'm lazy. I don't like things sticking on my pans. It doesn't say to spray it. I do. Okay, so now we're just going to dump them all in. That's probably very loud, the stirring.
Here, let me hold it. Go like
great.
this. Let's go like this.
Oh, that's great. All right. I'm going to get... Here, I'm going to use this little...
Now the spatula.
Now we'll use the spatula. Just get all those good bits out of there.
Well, I personally love this. This is one of my favorite family dishes that we have at the parties. And we normally have a big pot of beans. So I always end up doing beans and these potatoes, and that's that's a meal.
That's a treat. And it does, it gives you everything you need in there.
Yeah.
Noise as well. So here we're just spreading it out, but yeah, the crispy onions, I am really going to have to try that. That would be great on top of here. Because you're right, and even if you put it in the crock pot with the crispy onions and then it was all mushed together, it's not like that cornflake consistency, because you still get the crunch throughout.
Right.
Which would be awesome. Wow, that's a great idea.
But then we have to make sure if we have non-onion, but we gotta have people that like onions, right?
I don't know. I love onions. I think it was, when you guys were kids.
That's what I'm saying. That's where I feel like this all evolves, because it's like the kids don't eat it for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden
that's just how you make it. So here we go. If we had the crispy onions, I would actually put those on top now, because that's such an awesome idea to do that. But again, you can do the cornflakes and the butter. I think I just was thinking probably calorie-wise.
Yeah.
We don't need extra butter on top of everything.
Oh, wait, so they called to potentially put butter on top of this?
Butter with the cornflakes.
Oh.
That's what you're supposed to do, but I never did it that way.
Yeah.
But
yeah, calorie-wise, I could see that.
I think it was calories, and that's why I like to show the recipe, because it's kind of your choice. You make it your own, whatever you kind of prefer. There's so many variations. And again, this is a recipe you really can't mess it up. You just kind of put whatever you want into it, and there we go. And then what you're going to do is bake it uncovered, 375 for 1 hour. And if I was to do, like, not cook it today, what I do is put a...
Saran?
Not saran, under saran. Wax paper.
Wax.
Sorry, wax paper.
No, I couldn't.
A wax paper first, then the saran wrap, and then on the saran wrap, what I've started to do, my little trick, is I write 375 1 hour, because when you're done with your recipe, you're putting it away, and then 3 days later or the next day you're looking and how long do I cook this? What am I doing? So I write it with a marker, and then I remember 375 1 hour, and then you can put it in. But this is great to make the day before and to stick it in the fridge, and then you're set to cook it.
Perfect.
And you're ready to go. So we're going to put this in the oven.
Let's do the magic.
Let's do the magic. I think you had hot pots?
I do. Let's see, what do I want to do for this? Yeah, let's try.
Or you could use, is that going to be good enough?
These?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're...
Okay, so the oven's been on 375 for 1 hour.
And then
with the magic of cooking,
there
we go. Now see, if it was those beautiful onions on top, that would be wonderful. So here it is, totally done. And as you can see, it's bubbling around the sides. And just to see, you're going to get a nice cheesy consistency, and it's perfect. It's perfect for any kind of a party, any kind of a gathering. And there we go. There's the recipe.
Well, the treat is, do you want to try any?
No, thank you. I'm good. I'm actually, as good as these aren't my favorite.
They're not. Well, that's how it is. Like sometimes,
Isn't that terrible?
No, because you have recipes that are like, just because you make them doesn't mean they're your favorites.
Right.
But I think almost the whole joke, it's like the conundrum of life is that like the thing that's favorite for you to make is not
your favorite.
Like it's what other people like.
Right.
So you're doing this for other people because we all ask for it at parties.
Right. And not to say they're not good. They're very good. It's just something, and maybe it's because I've just made them so much. It's kind of like the puppy chow. I kind of, I make the puppy chow, but I'm not a big eater of the puppy chow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I've just closed that off. Okay, so first test time.
I mean, it's really good.
Really steaming up.
Yeah.
He's probably burning his mouth on that. But I want to try with those onions on top. I think that would be a wonderful addition to that.
Almost.
There you go.
The minced onion.
The minced onion. Yeah, because I think the onion definitely
it adds another flavor.
Yeah.
Another bit of flavor. I taste the garlic. I taste the celery. I could see a celery and mushroom. I could see not enough pepper. I feel like I don't think pepper is overwhelming.
Yeah, and I do like a lot of pepper, and if I was just making this for myself, I probably would have doubled the amount of pepper.
Overly pepper it?
Yeah, just because I think pepper adds such a nice flavor to everything.
I agree.
And it's good for you. It's not like a bad thing. You're not adding anything bad to it.
Right. It's not salt.
I mean, you try to, right, it's
sugar,
not salt. Not salt or sugar. And do you think it needs salt? No.
No.
And this doesn't say to put salt on there. There's no salt, there's no pepper, which is surprising because most recipes will ask for salt and pepper.
I wonder if,
but they
like
didn't.
you said, if it was the soup that they're sort of calling
the soup and the
650
cheese.
milligrams. And
I mean, you definitely have a lot of, salt in the soup and the cheese. And because I don't think the hash browns have any of the cream cheese.
But it doesn't taste, oops, let me keep looking. Sodium, 180 on the cheese, sour cream, 15 milligrams, and then this garlic. Doesn't say.
I don't think the garlic has any salt, does it?
I don't know if it's got, I don't know.
I don't know.
But it doesn't taste salty. So.
No, and again, you could do, like I said, use the reduced salt. There's so many things you could do with this as your base. But it's a great dish to bring to, put it in your crock pot, and you're done. You're done for the day, and you bring it.
And it's potato. Who doesn't like?
Exactly.
Potatoes are just the magic food. Those are vegetables, right? That's
potatoes and cheese, yes.
Root.
Right?
Root vegetable?
Oh, I didn't know there was going to be a test. I have to brush up on that. But yeah, there we go. Another simple recipe.
One potter, but it's so good. It's one of these things, again, that I love at all the parties, and
the kids can eat it too. It's very kid friendly.
Yes.
Because it's soft, mushy food, and it's something that they'll eat too, because it's got the cheese and it needs more pepper.
I would almost put hot sauce on this, but but the fact that you put pepper in, and then I have this. Look, my mom got me these.
Oh wow!
They're all.
These are some fancy peppers. These are some long peppers.
So.
Wow.
Brazilian pink.
Okay.
Malaysian long.
Oh, Malaysian long. That's what that is.
Indian green. So yeah, she got me these a while ago, and I don't think I really had a pepper grinder, and so now that I have it, I've been trying to not fill it all the way, but just a little bit, so I can actually try the different things.
Oh, that is amazing.
So that's partly why I'm trying the pepper instead of my hot sauce, but because I didn't even, pepper is one of the cooking shows I was watching. He was talking about Szechuan peppers. Okay. Because that supposedly numbs your mouth, so when you have it.
You don't want it?
You do. It's good, but it's an additional weird flavor.
Okay. And you like hot?
And I love hot.
Yeah. There's the difference. But a pepper adds, to me, the right amount of spice, and the right amount of hot.
Yeah. And it's good because it is creamy. It's all creamy, so pepper is an additional thing. Which you could even, because again, this becomes not kid-friendly once we start talking about oregano and basil or
adding
rosemary.
in all the hot stuff.
But just even herbs. Right. Because now one of the other things that I'm with cooking with people is that the fresh herbs at the end, like rosemary or anything that because I got into my habits of all right, this is all I'm doing. Right. And you don't add anything extra, but then when people throw in additional rosemary or thyme or basil or whatever at the end, it's
such a good flavor. It's
just
a game
more
changer.
flavors.
Game changer.
So because this is such and that's why you're doing it. It's for 20 people at least at a party, and that's what you want everyone to enjoy it. And then once you want to make it at home,
you can change it up and do whatever you want. You could change your cheeses, you could change your soups, you could change pretty much anything with this base. It's always good to have a base, and then you can play with it. Mm-hmm. And then you can do it as every recipe. I think you have your recipe, and then usually what I'll do is follow the directions the first time, and then you have to make your changes, take this out, put this in, and do it, make it your own. Yes. Kind of thing. Because I don't think there's too many recipes that you just follow tried and true every single time. I think you have to change them up a little bit.
I think that's a personality too. A lot of the people that I've cooked with, they're I believe they're only skeletons. Okay. Catherine says I should follow recipes.
Okay.
But I believe that they're just guidelines for me
And
to
go from
then
there.
add to whatever
Yeah.
I want.
Yeah. Which is
So.
similarly, my husband, you follow the recipe. You don't change it. Betty Crocker says do it this way. You listen to Betty. That's the way you do it. So yeah, it's a personal preference.
I like it's so nice. The pepper is really nice. I didn't realize that that's what you have in there, but then adding
And
more
the more
pepper, it's really nice.
Yeah, I do like the pepper. I pretty much add pepper in pretty much everything that even if it doesn't call for it. I try to stay away from the salt just because I think you can always add salt.
Yes.
And sometimes fresh salt on something gives a different flavor than baking with this. I don't know what that is.
Well, then there's like finishing salts and there's like baking salts too. That's like a whole other thing. I know.
I didn't know that.
I know. Well, it's like the stuff that's on top. Like I think that's more the finishing salt that they use like on the cookies that are like.
Okay. The Himalayan salt or whatever?
No, I don't even think it's Himalayan. It's like.
Sea salt.
No, it's like a different.
Oh.
It might be a bit of sea
Okay,
salt, but it's
okay.
like a different name that's intentionally finishing.
Okay. Like with the caramels with a little sea
Yes,
salt
yeah.
on top, which is so good. Or whatever
that's
salt
just
that
sea
is.
salt, yeah.
Whatever it is.
And you could do
salt.
all of it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's.
But it does add another another at the end. And that's why I always just think nobody needs all that much salt.
Right.
We get enough
There's
salt.
enough. Yeah.
So, but again, personal preference. Do what you
Need to
you do.
Yeah.
You do you.
Thanks. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right. So let's do. Yes. Thank you.
It's been great.
2 family recipes. 2 of my favorites. We were able to do. And let me do one more intro because we had. So now it's basically 2 episodes we get.
Okay.
So thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.